There is a sacred disruption happening that might feel like you're being torn apart, but it's actually a path to freedom. Today, let's talk about the cosmic energies that are at play right now. Hey shapeshifters, welcome back to the Cosmic Valkyrie Podcast. I'm Lynn Louise, and in this episode, like all of them, this is going to be raw, real, and sacredly disruptive. Because we are on the brink of something very big, not just in your life, but energetically, universally, and collectively. So this might feel chaotic, or maybe you've been questioning everything, or even witnessing pieces of your old life crumbling around you. I get it. We all have been witnessing this. And girl, while it feels like things might be falling apart and that you're not on the right timeline, I want to assure you that you are very much right on time. So let's get cosmic today, because July is packing a wallop. This July is a 16 universal month in numerology. 16 represents the Tower card in astrology. Now, you don't have to be fluent in tarot or even numerology, because I'm going to break down this energy for you. So don't stress about that. Just listen. But those aren't the only elements at play. We have bear spirit animal calling to us. And we'll get into him a little later in the podcast. But let's talk about Tower vibes right now, because it can be such a misunderstood energy. You see, on the Tower card, we see a huge brick tower being struck by lightning, and it's burning and people are jumping from it, and it has this sense of panic. This is what most people see and interpret. They see fire, they see lightning, they see people falling, and they immediately jump to this being a bad omen. That is no further from the truth. It's actually a sacred invitation. An invitation to deeper your alignment to your purpose and your path. You see, the tower isn't being destroyed to create harm. It's being destroyed to free you. The number 16 tears down what was built on false identities. Its purpose is to shake the foundations of everything that you have outgrown, to make the way for clarity and confidence. It rips off that mask of outdated roles and expectations that you have been living in. Think of this as a spiritual liberation of sorts, and one that combines the universal number 9, because we in 2025 are in a 9 universal year, which means completion. It means endings to make room for beginnings. See how this correlates with 16 and how it can appear to be incredibly disruptive, which it is, but that doesn't always necessarily mean it's bad. So yep, all year in 2025, you're going to be playing many different final chords before you start that new song. Because 9 is all about those endings and beginnings. I bet this makes sense to you because you've been seeing this happening in your own life, and we're witnessing it globally. So what does this mean for you? It means the pressure to let go and shift is not in your head. It's in your cosmic field. This energy does not just affect one area of your life. So don't be surprised if you're feeling pushed to walk away from relationships. Maybe you're questioning your career. Maybe you're even planning a relocation. And at times, this may feel like your life is falling apart. But it's time to shift that perspective to get into alignment of this cosmic current so that you can flow and create that ease in your own life through this transition. Because the transitioning is happening no matter what. So we want to be able to flow with the current and not resist the current. I want you to imagine yourself in a river, a really strong river, and you're up to your waist and it's flowing by and you're resisting it. You're not moving with it. We want to get you in alignment so that you can just float down that river and enjoy the journey as hard as it may be. So if you're feeling like you're in the middle of a breakdown, let me say this very clearly. You're being freed. Freed from what you never were meant to carry. And this month has the capability to show you the truth, either gently or not so gently, what must go. You don't have to white knuckle it through this energy. But the key to creating transformation and flow is going to be required. And the first thing you have to do is stop pretending that it's not happening. It's happening. And it's completely up to you whether you move through it with power, clarity, purpose, or clutching onto old patterns, trying to make sense of it. Let's let go of that clutch and start anchoring into your frequency. I have designed a powerful frequency practice for Tower season to help you get the ball rolling. Now, if you're on my mailing list, you probably saw it there. If you're not on my mailing list, get on the mailing list so that you can get this type of information in print as well. The first thing that you want to do in this practice, you're going to write a truth-telling letter to yourself, your former self. The one you are letting go of. Because remember, we're talking about identities here. This is not going to be a gratitude list. So put that idea aside. This is a release ritual. It's telling your former self what you're letting go of. And you have to name it. You have to name what you're outgrowing. Because as of now, these are in your past. This isn't about blame or shame. It's about realizing what you have been holding on to that is no longer in alignment to your path. But here's the deal. You're going to write that letter. You're going to tell her that she's been great. You want to thank her. You want to honor her. You want to forgive her if necessary. And then you're going to let go of those identities that are no longer serving you. Yes, her, your old identity, the old identity that served you for so many years. She protected you, kept you safe, but now it's time to release her back into the ethers so that you can move rapidly into your life that you came here to claim. This is how we make space in becoming. Now, the second part of this is I want you to audit your beliefs. Are you still under the impression that you have to fix something in order to transform? That's a big one for most women. They see themselves as faulty or imperfect, and therefore they need to be fixed. This is not true. So where are you holding on to beliefs that you still need to fix something? Transformation does not require fixing. Ask yourself the deeper questions. What beliefs do you still have that are holding you back from taking aligned action to what you know is right for your soul? Are you still stuck in patterns where you have to prove your value in order to create significant change? This is what I refer to as interior architecture work. And this is very much needed to stop building towers that are made on survival patterns. So sit with yourself and start diving in to your belief systems, the ones that are still holding you in a cycle, in a loop of scarcity. Now, the third part of this practice is super fun, and it is the best part. I want you to create a sacred tower altar. The size doesn't matter. It can be big or small. It is the intention that matters. And on this altar, place items that represent both what's falling from you and what is ascending. It can be stones, oracle, tarot cards, photos, writings, crystals, whatever resonates with you. Literally anything that you see sacred in this moment. Whenever I am constructing an altar, I always have the 4 elements: earth, wind, fire, and water. So I always include a candle. It doesn't matter what color. Go with your intuition. Allow yourself to pick it. If you're going to put a candle on it, I highly suggest it. A candle represents fire and air. Then, if you're going to incorporate the other elements, here's what I suggest. putting a clear glass bowl of water on your altar. And within it, I would like you to put some fresh lime peel, some dried or fresh oregano, basil, and sage. And if it's convenient, some fresh or dried flower petals. You can incorporate sand or dirt from your garden in a jar. You can place your crystals in it. You can even put salt in a jar with your crystals to cleanse them, but also representing earth. There are so many things that you can do on this altar. Now, this altar is going to be set for the remainder of July. And every day, I want you to visit your altar. If you place a candle on your altar, I want you to light it every day. But if you have a 7-day candle, you know that you can keep it lit. Once it has completely burned out, you can either replace it or you can leave it. That's up to you. Let your intuition guide you. And on each day upon your visiting this altar, I want you to speak this out loud. Now, there's a reason why I'm having you say it out loud, but I'm not going to go into that today. I want you to speak out loud what you are letting go of and what you are calling in. Don't just declare it, see it, feel it. Know it is yours on a core level. Turn this energy that you are speaking into matter and watch as it creates transformation and flow within your life. Now that we have the practice out of the way, I want to dive into bear energy. Bear medicine is sacred solitude. Bear is the spirit keeper of the West on the medicine wheel. And the West holds profound meaning. It is the setting sun. It's the element of water. It is the energy of introspection and healing. And the West is the season of autumn and maturity. I want you to really think about how that relates so well to this universal 16, as well as the universal year 9. Completion, introspection, the setting sun, maturing into a better version of yourself. This is really profound. So let's talk a little bit more about Bear. Here is the thing. Bear does not rush. He does not perform. And when Bear retreats, it's to restore, to remember, to regenerate. Bear shows us that solitude is sacred. And just as Bear hibernates in winter, we too must turn inward when the world gets loud. And this month, this Tower energy is loud and it demands solitude. But make no mistake, this doesn't mean to hide. You're still going to participate in the world. It just means that you need to find isolation at times for reflection. Because Bear teaches us that strength doesn't always roar. Sometimes it sets boundaries. Sometimes it stands alone. And sometimes it even sleeps. Girl, you're allowed to rest. You're allowed to grieve. You're allowed to say that you're tired. But what you're not allowed to do is abandon yourself in the name of performance. This is what we are letting go of. Because true freedom isn't the absence of responsibility. It happens in the presence of alignment. And right now, the path to freedom isn't about being more productive, applying more effort, or even hustling. It looks like truth-telling, boundary setting, and definitely community. Reclaiming your inner peace requires connection for survival, because peace doesn't mean tuning out the world. It means learning how to engage without collapsing, how to love without overgiving. That's a hard one, isn't it, ladies? And leading without losing yourself. And this is the God honest truth. Walking with power in Tower season helps you, the shapeshifter, into your next becoming. And if you're tired of white knuckling your way through change and crave real community and support to move through this fire, you're not alone. I'm here for you. Reach out, ask questions, See how we can work together. And to the ones holding it together quietly while whispering, I want more, it's time to stop pretending and start embodying the truth of who you are and your purposeful path. I love you. Stay bold, stay open, and never, never trade truth for comfort. Until next time. Thanks for listening to this entire podcast. If you love helping others, then please share this via your social media with friends and family. If you found value in it, they will too. Also, if you have questions, I'm here for you. You can email me questions to thecosmicvalkyrie@gmail.com. I might even use one of your questions on future podcast episodes. Also, I do have a personal request. I believe that we are all here to help each other heal, grow, and evolve. So let's help more people. If you would please, leave a nice review on iTunes. It will help the algorithms, and I would be forever grateful. And through your assistance, we could transform more lives.